Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com. So, if you look at the market yesterday, the markets were of course continuously volatile, and naturally, markets were going all around. Even though the market opened with a gap up, in fact, we had spoken about it in the morning podcast that the GIFT Nifty could change its position by the time the market opens. Being a Tuesday, we had done the podcast a little early yesterday. And by the time the market opened, actually, we could see a positive opening and we could see the markets opening with a gap up. But then the gap up could not sustain. And the market started falling initially, but then again, kind of recovered by end of the day. And one important thing that we could see was FIAs have returned to buy. So FIAs have again bought for more than 1,000 crores yesterday, while the DIAs have actually sold for almost 300 crores. So not a big selling. So net institutional buying happened yesterday, but still the markets have closed kind of flat yesterday, I would say. Now there are a few important things to be looking at right now. We had some important results coming in yesterday. So majorly it was Tata Motors and L&T which was in focus. So Tata Motors, in fact, this year has come out with an amazing result, wherein compared to last year, which was in loss. In fact, last year I remember, I think Tata Motors was in loss of about 4,000, 5,000 crores, and this year they're at a big profit. So all thanks to the major sales that has happened at JLR, because if you remember, we've been speaking about this multiple times that Tata Motors India was doing really great. Commercial was also doing great, but then it was JLR which was kind of not doing well, which was dragging down the profits for Tata Motors. So this time, as China has recovered, in fact, you should know China is the biggest market for JLR, and with that China recovery, we could see JLR sales also going up and profitability going up, and with overall, we could see the Tata Motors actually going up really well. In fact, the results came after market, but before the results came, we could see Tata Motors rallying up by more than 6%. So it was a big day for Tata Motors. Tata Motors hitting a brand new high. And similarly, if you look at L&T, L&T also came out with results after the market hours, but then that also, as expected, has come out with very, very good results. And not only that, they have announced a special dividend of 6 rupees per share and also a buyback. They've announced a big buyback worth 10,000 crores at a price fixed at 3,000 rupees. So that's something which is going to drive some positivity in L&T again. So that could be watched right now. So these were two important results that came up. And apart from that, if you look at one important data that came in, Chrysler has actually come out with the data with the market share data of banks last year. This year. So compared to last year, if you see last year, the bank which was at the highest market share in India was SBI, and this year it is HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank leads the market share in banking sector in India. Naturally, we could see HDFC kind of taking some movement in the positive side, whereas SBI was negative throughout the day. So this is the reason. So SBI has kind of lost. In fact, I still remember one of our meetings we had discussed about how HDFC Bank was planning to open, so many physical branches across the country, and that has probably yielded result at this point of time, and that has helped HDFC Bank increase the market share. So if you know, SBI has the largest network of banking sector in India. Now HDFC Bank coming close with more physical centers could be something interesting to watch. So with all this, of course, HDFC Bank is looking good. In fact, we are already invested well, so that should take care of it. So apart from that, if you look at the important part after Indian markets closed, we could see positivity in the European market as well as the US market. So US markets are also trading well in the green. There were, of course, a very important sign seen in the US market, that was the mining companies did really well yesterday. So what exactly happened is China has announced a stimulus package for improving their economic growth. And naturally, with that, there could be high demand for commodities. And that's exactly why we could see overall in the Europe as well as US, the commodity shares going up. So that was a sign there. But after that, there was also an expectation of two important results in US, which was Google and Microsoft. Both of them have beaten analyst expectation, and the results were really good. But then after market hours, the trading shows that Google was up by almost 6%, whereas Microsoft was down by 1%. The reason being, Google has seen a rise in their cloud business, which was dominated by Microsoft. And that was a big positive for Google, but then, of course, a loss for Microsoft. So with this, we could see Microsoft kind of down slightly, but then still Microsoft profits and results were really good, which were better than market expectation. So that could be giving some positivity to Nasdaq, and naturally that would probably offer some support to our Indian IT stocks. But then when we talk about Indian IT stocks, the hangover given by Infosys is still there, and we could see some negativity for some time. But then let us see, today we have Tech Mahindra, which has kind of rallied quite a bit in the last few months. So Tech Mahindra has its results being announced today. So we should be that should also be a very important stock on focus as of now. So with all this, things are looking good in the market. Markets have also kind of yesterday technically looks like markets have taken some support at close to 19,600 region. So that seems to be a good support at this point of time. So unless something negative comes by, not expecting that to break. So as we had expected this weekly expiry to happen between 19,500 to 20,000 on Sunday, we had expected and told this in the market pulse. So that could be on track is what I feel. Apart from that, we could see also some global news coming in, like IMF has actually raised India's GDP growth forecast for this year, which is an amazing thing. The way the India manufacturing sector is doing and the overall markets are growing in India, of course, GDP growth is also expected to grow up. So that is, of course, a fantastic thing. That could also provide some positivity in the Indian market. Apart from that, if you look at two important aspects for today, one is the results. Today we have Axis Bank, Bajaj Finance, Tech Mahindra, and Cipla, among others, coming out with their results. And these companies would be, of course, in major focus. So we could see some volatility on these stocks. Apart from that, today a very important thing is that tomorrow is the monthly expiry for July. So markets are going to be really volatile today. Apart from that, today evening we also have the Federal Reserve interest rate decision. Though I am expecting the event to be, it to be more of a non-event, because everybody has an expectation that Federal Reserve will raise the interest rate by 0.25%. So it is kind of expected in the market, but then only thing is that it is going to be a non-event. But again, people would feel that with the data that has been coming in good in the US and the inflation, a lot of signs of inflation actually going down in the US, should that 0.25% raise be done. But then 99%, I am telling you, Federal Reserve, once they've announced that they don't go back on it, so they will do that. But then market general expectation is that the inflation is still under control, so things are okay. And probably this is going to be end of the rate hike. So this one and probably one more, and then that should be end of the rate hikes by December. And then market should start picking up. So that is the reason why the US markets have been kind of rallying in the past few days. In fact, Dow has been on a positive side for I think the 13th day. Every day for the last 13 days, Dow has been closing in the green every day. So that's a good record that is being set. So overall, things are looking good for a longer term. But the shorter term, if you see, look at India, Indian stock market has the expiry related volatility that can actually keep the markets very volatile. And things should be settled. And probably this is like a break before the next leg of rally. So, however, not big falls expected at this point of time. The markets are looking safe. May not give a rally at this point of time, but at least markets might even consolidate. So this is what we could expect from the market as of now. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share. And of course, share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. So one important announcement is that tomorrow I am leaving back to India. So tomorrow I'm not sure if I will be able to make the podcast. Hopefully I should be able to do that. But once that is done, and we'll catch up from Friday from India. So that's it for now. Goodbye. Have a great day. I would not be trading this expiry as well because I'm traveling.